of Tomb of Annihilation, and as ever I'll kick off with the splendid introduction by Paul Orr for us.
Last time on Tomb of Annihilation, the Silver Sashes release a genie in a bottle, but it doesn't waste time celebrating its freedom and swiftly disappears, leaving the Sashes with only a sliver of its wisdom. They must gather all the skeletal keys in the tomb to reach Azarak. Meanwhile, Xanax gets infused with the spirit of Papazotl and Mac with that of Nang Nang, the Grung trickster god. This leaves Alwyn the only member of the party without the spirit of a god to keep him company. A curious corridor leads the party to one of Azarak's previous victims. The poor half-goat wizard's journal tells a tale of tragedy and deceit, spelling the end of their party, fallen victim to Azarak's diabolical machinations. Testament to their woes, the wizard's staff promptly curses Xanax when he tries to wield it. But its full effects may take time to manifest. Their next trial sees our heroes almost drown in wine, and they must leave their hard-earned spoils behind as they flee from the holding place of one of the 9 trickster gods. But finding an alternate route through a parallel universe, they may get a second chance at victory. Will Devlin Bashir's warning herald times as ominous as foretold? What is the vile curse that infects Xanax? And did Azarak get his degree in poetry from an interplanar diploma mill? Come find out next time on Tomb of Annihilation.
Very good. So you find yourselves right at the end here of the second level, the level that's called Dungeon of Deception. And I think you've split up, haven't you? We got Alwyn.
Like every good party should.
Yes, yes. So we've got Alwyn and Xanax. You went off, did you, round the tunnel and
No, they didn't. That was us.
Oh,
Mac
sorry.
and Sander.
Sorry. Okay, yes, okay. So you two, go back into the room, and the sarcophagus is there, and it looks pristine, as if it's undisturbed.
Yeah, we had tried to make the door stuck so that it didn't fall down, and we was just about make an attempt at pushing the sacro thingy.
Yes, thanks for reminding me. Yes, you basically just slid the top of the sarcophagus off again, didn't you? All right, and what happens then? You hear a click and a gurgling sound. Sounds like someone's got a really bad stomach, or there's gurgling going on, and fountains of wine start to pour forth out of the statues' mouths around you, and splash out onto the floor around you and begin to fill up the room. As they do so, there's a click and a sound of scraping stone as the stone block to the west falls down, but it gets jammed shut on the blades you've jammed it open with there.
Alright, so what's in the sarcophagus? I'm just gonna grab it and not check and drag it all with me.
Okay, so you
What is the most important part in us? It's heavy stuff in there. I don't want to be late outside of this. I don't want to drown in wine again.
I wonder if we can flood the entire dungeon in wine.
Good question. If the door doesn't close at all, what's gonna happen to the rest of this and the regular not mirror world?
you just destroy it everywhere. However, you do manage to find that inside the tomb there is a plaque inside it which says "Drown your sorrows," much as like the one above did. So the corridor is starting to fill with wine, but it's actually pouring out down the corridor there. in the sarcophagus. Sorry, I'm just checking this is right.
A plus 10 bardic weapon.
No.
Rapier. Plus 10 rapier.
Sadly, it's empty. All that's in there is, I just want to make sure I've not missed anything. But basically, there's just a plaque in there. Is all that's in the sarcophagus that says "Drown your sorrows."
Ah, disappointed.
Did he
Okay,
create
let's get out.
a completely alternate reality just to mess with us?
Yeah, that's good.
Especially because this is supposed to be tombs of the gods things. As we go out, I hit the stuff we put in the way with my sword, so the stone will fall down.
Okay, yeah, the stone falls down, and you can hear it filling up with wine behind you, and there'll be a bit of wine in this corridor, which will sort of splosh in as you're walking. Apart from that, you're safe.
Okay, I go back.
Yeah, let's go back and inform the rest of the crew.
Yeah, this
That was a
dimension
disappointment.
sucks.
All right, so you go back, and once again, you're all reunited there.
Aw.
I just say there was the same trap and the sarcophagus was empty. Nothing new in it.
Really? No possessive god spirit?
Nope.
None.
It's probably just another elaborate trap.
The trap over here is still down, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay, I guess we go to the scary green face now.
Well,
Down the corridor and to the right.
Ooh, scary thing.
Maybe
yeah,
the
let's
guy
go.
with the giant shield should go first.
And the
Nice.
big cursed stick.
Maybe the guy with the nipples had to go first.
Should I fire an arrow into it?
Let's not make it angry yet.
Protected by nipples of steel, Mac advances bravely towards the devil pit.
Definitely.
I look around to see if there's any like pressure plates or something.
Okay, make me perception rolls, please, everybody who is looking for traps. 17, you don't find anything there, Xanax.
Oh, sure, I'm super perceptive.
Mac, you're sure it's definitely safe?
I'm busy fighting being first with Xanax right now.
Yes, you're both sort of elbowing each other to try and get get through, which is far more important than looking for traps. And barbarians don't look for traps anyway; they just set them off, don't they? All right, so
That's also called looking for traps. You just walk on it and see if it works.
absolutely, yeah, surefire way of finding them for everybody. The walls of and floor of this 15-foot square room are cracked and carved with images of terrified humanoids falling. Set in the middle of the floor is a stone bas-relief of a bearded devil face, painted green. Forlorn cries echo from the black void of its gaping maw. So you've got this devil head on the floor, and it's got its mouth open, and it appears inky, dark blackness just in its mouth.
I think Xanax should jump in.
Yeah,
No,
no,
Max, stick your head in.
pretty sure this thing is just one big ass trap and it's evil. So leave it alone or destroy it. That's the options I see.
Why? Because it looks like a devil? Are you a devilist?
This thing is so obviously a trap. The only thing I mean, this entire place has been trapped, but we've been doing it to ourselves every
Okay.
step of the way.
Yeah,
It's
then
part
I
of
take
the
another
experience.
I took another step forward.
All right, you step right up to the devil face.
Wait, it's not a fall?
It doesn't bite you just yet, but the mouth is gaping open. There's a swirling, horrible, inky blackness in its mouth.
So it's not a pit. It's not something you fall into.
Not yet.
Can I
Let's
roll?
try, I
Yes.
guess, hitting it.
I would like to try Arcana.
Okay, you can try Arcana before I hit it with my axe.
Damn it!
Okay, I'm gonna try hitting the bearded devil face with the axe.
Okay, it's made of it's stone, so it's painted green. So your axe will eventually start to sort of chip away. You can see there's bits of the stone devil face chipping off with your blows, but it's probably not doing your axe very much good. Hitting it with stone like that.
Oh well, okay, only an old axe anyway. So not a trap then.
The
In that
bu-
matter.
the blackness in its mouth just does not look natural to you.
Could still be a trap.
Okay, gonna stick my axe into the darkness.
Yeah, don't do that. Just let me fire an arrow into it.
Oh, an axe and arrow.
Anything that goes in, I'm gonna consider lost.
So Xanax?
Nope.
You're already cursed. How you can't be triple cursed?
You wanna take that bet?
Tie a rope around him and shove him in.
Well,
okay, I fire an arrow into it.
Okay, you fire an arrow and it just disappears into the mouth. It doesn't appear to stop at all. It just flies straight in there, and there's just silence. Nothing.
How big is the statue or the size of the mouth?
Oh, it's the mouth's probably about 3.5 feet long, so you could easily get in there if you wanted.
It's peculiarly dwarf-sized.
Invitingly, yeah, dwarf-sized.
I'm gonna throw a copper coin into it.
I don't know, guys. I think we need to climb into it.
What? That's the first thing they teach you in adventurer school. Don't do that.
Well,
Well, I never went there.
well, true enough.
I throw 1 gold piece into it.
The gold piece spins through the air, catching the sunlight before it, or catching the light from your torches before it descends into the mouth and just disappears without sound, vanishes.
Okay,
So
well,
it's
technically
definitely a portal.
we all have dark vision. We can't stick our head inside and see what's in it. I vote Xanax.
Not if it's magical darkness.
What if we toss that body we found into
So,
it?
alright, I'm gonna bow down and stick my head into it.
Oh, God, no.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so Mac, you place your hands either side of its jaw on its lips and bend down, and you sure you want to do this? You place your head inside the gaping jaw of the devil.
When you say if I'm sure and no, I'm not sure. Then we
I-
just made
But
me.
he's gonna do it anyway, damn it.
I'm going to get ready to pull him or push him out of the way. If I hear any sort of thing clicking,
All
this
right.
is a prepared action.
God, this is the worst idea you guys had this entire campaign, and I've heard some pretty damn silly things.
Might be cool stuff in there though. So
All right, Mac. So you bravely plunge your head into the mouth of the demon, and you're surrounded by an inky blackness. A sort of cold clamminess presses against your face, but nothing attacks you, and nothing bad happens. But there's just it's like a vacuum, a void that you've got your head in.
I push him out.
I'm jumping in.
No, let's tie a rope around you or something.
Well, no, I said I done it, so it's a bit
No. I said I push you first. I push you outside, not in.
Roll dexterity.
Well, I got advantage of that, so that's a good thing.
Does anyone sorry.
I
Does
push
anyone
you
have
in.
anything that dispels magical darkness?
That's a good one, actually. I have nothing.
I was sure I did, but I can't find anything that does
Wait,
that.
have-
what do I need to roll? What do I need to roll to push Mac out of the way? Remember, I'm a flimsy bard and he's a barbarian.
Oh, it'll be opposed athletics. So if you roll athletics and he rolls athletics, and
Oh, sure.
Is light a
Does he
cantrip?
want to be pushed away?
there's a faint tickling on your side, Mac. You think something's lightly brushing against you, like a feather or something?
Well, if he goes in, he goes in. I can't do anything about it.
What do you see in there?
I don't think he can hear you if it's magical darkness.
Oh my god, his
Okay.
mouth
Can't?
must be full of cake. There's cake in this dimension.
Quick, get in!
I'm jumping in, see what happened, because I trust the thingy poem. The horrible poem.
The horrible poem. Which bit of the horrible poem said? Oh, okay. Well, you leap in.
He's a barbarian. He doesn't know how to read. He misunderstood the point of the poem.
It's fine. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, so
Let's find out.
Well, now that we lost Mac, I'm gonna check the rest of the head to see if there's any mechanism on it.
all right, and Mac, you'll start to fall just as you're checking the head there. Mac slides in and disappears entirely into the devil's mouth, and you'll just see his feet vanish, and it all goes quiet as if he's just been swallowed up by nothingness. Mac, I'm just going to drag you into another Discord room, and we can do. I can show you where you are. One moment.
I got a record on being in that room by now. Yes.
Hello.
Good day.
Okay, so I should hopefully have shared a map with you, which should show you
Another vault with lions around it, yeah?
exactly. Okay, so you can see that 4 torches illuminate. I need to put it here actually. 4 torches illuminate stone sphinxes crouched in the corners of this 15-foot high room. The torches cast flickering light across hieroglyphs carved into a tiled floor. At the centre of the room, a gold inlaid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot stone dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits. You'll remember one of the trickster gods was a horned rabbit. A dark shaft opens in the ceiling directly above the barge, and this is what you've fallen through, while to the south a corridor is visible through a set of fangs carved in the wall. Just there, some fangs to the south. There's a skeleton of a dwarf that's sprawled on the floor to the east of the barge. It's clad in tattered yellow turban and dusty chainmail, and it's clutching a bronze shield. You can see that the floor around you is covered with hieroglyphs. I'll share a map with you of that. Here you go.
Sheesh.
Actually, no, I'm going to put you on that hieroglyphic floor map, so you're sort of right in the centre there. And then if you Okay, so while you're down here, Mac, you'll notice that a note flutters to the ground beside you, and it's in Xander's handwriting, and it says, "Are you okay?"
Okay, so I'm gonna try yelling back see if they hear me.
Okay, what do you yell?
Well, I yell, yeah, I'm fine, but I'm stuck in a puzzle of some sort.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'll bring you back into the room actually, because I think that there's nothing that says that it will stop the sound reaching them. So I'll move you back into the other room.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm stuck in a puzzle of some sort.
In a what?
A puzzle room. I hate puzzles.
We sent the right guy to there.
Okay, because he doesn't answer, I jump in. But I make it so I'm not worried. I'm like just walking around and pretending to fall in so that people don't think I care about Mac.
Oh.
Oh, that's quite sweet, isn't it? Okay. So Xander, you drop in as well. Is anybody else going or?
Yep, I'm going in
Crap, and
also.
I nearly got a bard in my head.
I'm gonna tie a rope around his horn and then toss in the rope through the mouth and then yell in, "Can you see the rope?"
Can we?
The rest of you, you will see a rope which will start dangling and descending out of the inky blackness above you. I'll give the rest of you the description of the room actually, just so you know what's there. 4 torches illuminate. 4 torches illuminate stone sphinxes crouched in the corners of this 15-foot high room. The torches cast flickering light across hieroglyphs carved into a tiled floor. At the centre of the room, a golden laid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot tall stone dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits. A dark shaft opens in the ceiling directly above the barge. This is what you've fallen through, while to the south a corridor is visible through a set of fangs carved into the wall. The skeleton of a dwarf sprawls on the floor east of the barge, clad in tattered yellow turban, dusty chainmail, and clutching a bronze shield. And you can see him on the map there.
You can see me clambering down from that rope, going like, "Oh my god, this is so bad."
Okay.
Gold!
Don't touch it.
Gold!
So
Yeah, gold.
What was the name of the rabbit god? I remember it was like a rabbit with antlers or something.
it's my favourite D&D baddie ever. The bunny is. It's brilliant. It's
It's a Vorpal rabbit.
no, it's not. It's a oh, I've forgotten the name of it.
Almira.
Yeah, that's it.
Almirage?
Yeah, Almirage. Yeah.
Almirage. Lien the Almirage, more specifically.
Is he like king of the evil god? Where does he get a golden sarcophagus and a fancy room like this?
His opponent is Sorbo the bear. The Obolaka thing.
Yeah, the one that's in me.
There he is, the bunny.
It's a
Aww.
fuzzy thing.
Hey, it's alright.
Don't let it trick you. It's savage.
Imagine what we can get for its pelt.
Or say it's unicorn horn.
Okay, so clearly the guy died because he stepped on the wrong plate.
Yeah. So don't step on either condor or foot signal, I guess. Or maybe it was thrown there by an explosion from some other square.
Anyway, what is this gold you're on?
Why would we even cross cross the path. I mean, the barge is right here. It has a sarcophagus in it. It has all we want. No?
Maybe you want to get out of here, I guess.
Yeah, we need to get out somehow. Question is, was he going in or getting out?
There's a rope dangling right above us.
Alwyn has placed a rope there, yes, dangling down.
Guys, you're missing the important thing. There's a gold in front of us.
All right, should we open the sarcophagus?
It's a golden sarcophagus.
Do we see anything that might help us understand the symbols? Like anything on the walls or something, or on the Sphinx?
I've given you everything that you can see basically in that text message.
I shall
Okay.
check for traps.
Maybe the bunny knows. I mean, he was buried in here, so he gotta know something.
Does
Well, you're the only
Obulaka
one.
tell me anything?
Hmm?
Does Obulaka the bear tells me anything?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, of course. No. Nang Nang and Shigambi. Has anybody been possessed by Nang Nang or Shigambi?
Oh yes,
Uh,
Nang Nang here.
Yeah, Nang Nang.
Who's Nang Nang? Is it Mark?
That's me, yes.
Okay. Nang Nang, you'll get a voice in your head from Nang Nang, and she says you should loot the corpse of the dwarf before anybody else does. I mean,
I completely agree. So I'm gonna. There's a roof here without those things, aren't there?
I'm sorry.
He wants to walk on the walls.
Oh yeah.
Roof. I'm gonna just climb up, walk on the roof, climb down, and hopefully land on the condor.
All right. Okay.
Why the condo?
Because I'm hoping it doesn't trigger anything.
So
Can we?
you've got some sort of a wall walking thing, haven't you?
Yep, can walk. As long as I got my hands free, I can walk on walls and floors and roofs.
Cool. Okay. So you can use the rope to climb up the rope, Alwyn's rope, and then you'll be up to the ceiling then, and you can move along the ceiling. And then are you just going to drop down onto the condor thing here? Is that oh, that condor? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So you're going to go down the wall at the back, and then
Yeah, exactly. Hope so nothing triggers. Oh.
okay. As you go down that side there, Mac, you can see that it looks like there's a stone block, a featureless stone block that's sort of blocking that blocking an exit there. However, and then you land on the condor. As you land on the condor, there's a click and a whir.
What for?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's just scary.
Sorry, there's quite a few bits to this trap. I'm just trying to find the right bit.
That sounds like a complicated trap.
God, in my days, we just dug a pit and covered it with leaves.
So what's happening?
Sounds like a very dangerous, complicated trap.
Sorry, I'm just
Comes
checking.
with its own little manual.
Good luck.
Okay, so as there's a few things that can happen. I just want to make sure I got it right, so I didn't mess up the whole thing. So basically, as Mac drops down onto the condor, it'll click that tile will, and there'll be a whirring sound, and the mouths of the sphinxes, the four sphinxes in the corner, will open wide, and out of them fly masses and masses of magically summoned locust, which begin to fill up the. They fly over actually to a 15-foot square just around Mac.
Okay, next.
So Condor equals death. Cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Um,
Mac, I can fireball you if you want.
Let's see how bad this is first.
I mean, it does look like he stepped here and died. if
Don't you
look
have
at his feet.
insect repellent incense?
I do. Do you think it will help against this?
Ooh.
the locust howl around you, tons of them going up your nose and choking you. They go down your throat. You're coughing on the locust, and they do a lot of damage to you.
Whoa.
What?
Well, fireball
Dang.
will be good about now, yes.
The cloud is still there, so that'll happen sort of as you trigger it. What would you like to do next round? I'll put it into rounds next. So if you all want to make initiative rolls, please. Okay, excellent. So Xanax, you're up first. You can just see Max gets engulfed by a cloud of locusts.
Wait.
I have two options. I can turn Mac invisible and I can turn him into a locust. Either thing I think will save him.
Turn him into locusts?
Yeah, they won't eat their own kind.
I'm not so sure about that.
Okay, what eats locusts?
Nothing.
Now?
Anteaters?
Also, I mean, looking at this cloud of locusts, they don't look normal locusts. They're magical. You know, you in D&D, how your familiars aren't actually animals. They're like magically summoned things. That's what these locusts are. It's actually magic that's hitting him, really.
So
Where
neutral,
is
do we
the?
see it?
Where are they exactly? They're like the same spot for mechas.
Seems like the whole 15 square thing there.
I would heal you, but I need to touch you.
Yeah, this is a bad place to be touchy.
I'm not sure what to do actually. I can use like a sacred flame cantrip. Maybe they're bad against fire.
They usually are weak against fire, as bugs and stuff, but who knows with the magic things.
Let's fight it like we fight every other enemy, pretty much.
We can't really
It's
get
all we got.
without going through the tiles.
Well, yeah, but we've got ranged stuff, no?
You can make me a.
I can
Arcana.
cast Insect Plague.
So there's some more. You can all make me
Fight
Arcana
insects
rolls.
with insects.
Xander. Okay, Xander, especially as you're proficient in Arcana, you think that it could be that with them being magical summoned locusts, they might just disappear, like summoned creatures tend to appear for a set duration, and then when the spell expires, they disappear. So it could be that's what will happen.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna help, Mac.
How long till they disappear? I can't even target them, can I? I don't see like something to target on the board.
Yeah, they're not really because there's so many of them in a big burst. It doesn't look like there's anything you're going to be able to do.
Can I target like a square, or are they just on the square or mechs, or are they like in an area?
Yeah, it's in an area. It's like it's like a cloud kill spell is essentially what it is, rather than creatures. It's just taking on the form of locust, or it looks like.
Okay, I'm going to prepare an action in case Mac takes more damage.
Nobody has this spell, by the way.
No, I have counter spell.
Ah, all right.
Okay, in case Mac takes more damage, I'm going to prepare a prayer of healing spell. Can I do that?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I think with D&D, one of the quirks is you can't hold your turn, but you can prepare a action to do. So you can absolutely prepare to do that if something triggers it. That's fine. Xander.
Okay, I can turn Mac into any creature our level or lower.
Or I could just walk
So-
out of here when it's my turn, I guess.
I'm guessing it's a 3D space, so it will cover you even if you move.
How big are they? Are they up to the roof?
It's a 15-foot cube, so it does go up to the roof here. The cube. I don't know how far can you climb in a turn.
Walk speed.
Okay, so you'd be able to move 6, so you could go 3 up and 3 across.
A bit more than that.
Yes, of course you're fast, aren't you? And if you do nothing, yeah, you think you could probably crawl out of it then.
I can move like 11 squares, so...
Being the barbarian, yes.
So no turning Mac into an anteater.
Nah, that's gonna lose my walk on walls things, I guess. Or no, but probably not. As it would still have be a spirit thing, but yeah.
I mean, I can turn you into an ant, and then you'll be smaller than the locusts.
So I'm gonna be attacked by every locust as a ant? That's gonna be scary shit.
Okay, I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration and pass my turn.
All right, Elwyn. Oh, he's back in 30 seconds. But in either case, Mac, are you just going to try and clamber out of there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up the roof and walk back as fast as I can.
So you go.
Frogs.
So you go 3 squares up, 3 squares along. Will put you there. And then so how many squares can you move? And if you do.
11.
So okay, so you managed to actually crawl right the way back out to the back to the sarcophagus in the centre, and the cloud of locusts sort of remains there. And you manage to sort of drop back down next to your friends.
Yep, that's all I do.
Frogs eat locusts.
Oh, I can turn you into a frog.
Or you can just stand here and wait and take a small, short rest and heal up.
Sure.
I can heal you.
But remember, frog.
What was
I
the
mean-
name of that frog god?
Frogemeth.
I already partially a frog-like creature.
Oh, summon your grung followers to eat the locusts.
I summon bigger fish.
You're Mr. Hoppy. As you're discussing this, however, the cloud of locusts begins to dissipate and will disappear before your very eyes.
Okay, don't step there again.
Don't step on
So-
condors.
Did you at least loot the body?
No, I did not. I was kind of busy being not looted myself.
Okay, let's do some experimenting.
The golden sarcophagus you're standing next to is probably worth about 7,500 gold.
This is Sander's wet dream.
But I want the dwarf. I want what's in him.
I try to think of a way to tie the sarcophagus to the rope.
I'm going to heal back.
We're gonna be schlepping around this entire dungeon with the sarcophagus on our back, aren't we?
I'll cast Featherfall on it or something. It will be light. It's okay.
Well, at least half of the damage.
I feel better already. So,
there-
what does the foot thing do then?
Maybe we should test it out. Put something weighty on it and see what happens.
I can jump down on it. That's weighty.
No. Stop, I can't heal you forever.
Try some
And-
kind of ration.
Xanax, you have your staff. Maybe you can poke like different squares and see what they do. While I move away from you.
Better not do that on squirrels next to us.
Isn't staff reach too?
I was thinking maybe take like my warhammer, because I have two of them, so I can take the normal one. Actually, no, not the warhammer, but maybe like Sekilok's shield or my normal shield. Do those weigh enough to? They weigh 6. I'm guessing. I don't. It doesn't say pounds or kilos.
Yeah, it'll be pounds, I imagine. Okay.
So I'm going to take my shield, my normal shield, and like throw it. Where do we want to throw it, guys?
On a footstep.
On the foot one?
Try to hit this one.
You want me to just fire?
Yeah,
a bow
okay.
at it?
I try to throw it at that one.
And he's having so much fun throwing shield now, so spare your arrows.
In the meantime, I try to open the sarcophagus. I want to see if there's anything in it.
Okay, so so you're moving to open the sarcophagus. Mac, you're throwing. What are you throwing?
No,
No,
it's
me.
Xanax who throws.
I'm throwing my shield, my spell shield.
Okay, and sorry, how much did you say it weighed? £3?
6.
£6. Oh, okay. And which square is that going to land on? If you want to mark on the map, which one? Oh, sorry, I see the scribbles on that foot. Okay.
Yeah.
You throw the shield onto there, and you can see that it seems like it's just weighty enough. The 4 sphinx open their mouths, and locust pour out and gather in that 15-foot square cube just next to the edge of Xanax there, and yes, Xanax moves back, yeah, they just look like they're devouring everything in that square there.
Okay, so
Right.
that's 2 is locust. Is everything
I'm-
locust there?
I'm trying to open the sarcophagus.
But
What?
while you're doing that, then I guess the sarcophagus gets opened. You will slide the top of the sarcophagus open, and inside. You get a golden glow illuminates your face from all the lovely items in there. You see that it contains fragile bones of an almirage, which is the little bunny, and there's a spiral horn, which looks like it's been turned into a wand.
So who's not doesn't have a god in them by now?
I think I'm the only one left. Should I do something with it? Should I hold out for another god?
Nah, take this god. It's probably good.
It's probably good. Okay, I'll touch the wand.
Okay, you take the wand, and Alwyn, you the wand is a wand of wonder.
Ooh.
I've just placed it onto your inventory. You also become possessed by the Almirage, fickle and unpredictable bunny with a unicorn's horn. You gain the following floor, which overrides any opposing floor. Should I never stick to a plan? So
Oh my god!
the power, how heavy your dex becomes 23 unless it's already higher. So if you note somewhere that if you put on your notes what your original dexterity is, so you can remember and put it back afterwards. But while you're inhabited by the bunny, you have a 23 dexterity.
Okay, it was 20, so it'll be 23 now. Let me quickly put it on my note.
And then if you just change it on your abilities, I think it should just work to do everything for you. So you're going to be really good with that bow now.
By the way, those swarms, do they happen trigger on my initiative or after?
What'll happen is whoever triggers the trap, it'll drop. Whoever's under there when it's triggered takes the damage, and then we'll roll initiative.
Okay, too bad.
Well, what's the bunny say?
Tell me the plan. See how I stick to it. Okay, I'll talk to Ejin. Ejin, what is this place?
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed a bit. So Alwyn, streams of light emanate from the tip of the horn. As they swirl around you, they form into a spectral rabbit with a single horn on his brow. A female voice whispers, "Quick, quick, let me in. We must stop a Serarak." And as you let the bunny in, it says, "Well, this is my burial chamber. I would not. I'd get out of here. Go back up the rope."
We shall work together then to stop a Serurak. We are one in this purpose. Welcome back.
"Thank you, my friend. I will always look out for you."
Ask him if he knows how to get out of here.
How do we get out of here?
Did you just say?
Yeah, just back up the rope, apparently.
Yes, you climbing the rope would be the easiest way, though that dwarf may have something that will be useful to you.
Well, the dwarf is mine.
Okay,
You can't get to it.
Back. Yeah, sure. Just tie a rope to the ceiling with a spike or something, and then descend from the rope without touching the floor. Or we could make some kind of plank and distribute our weight. Or we can try touching the square again and see if it is a resetting trap or not. And if it doesn't, we can clear
Wait a
a
minute.
path.
All right, so it's 15 squares and it triggers on whatever pushes it. If I push the boat we're standing on, I'm gonna push the boat out to the right. That means I'm gonna be outside of the reach of the swarm. Yeah.
What?
You talk about the distributed white with a plank. We're having a plank in form of a boat here.
But it will trigger all of them.
Stay back from the right side. Go to the left. Go to the left side, everyone.
This is a horrible plan.
Yes, and then I'm gonna push the boat, and while staying at the back of the boat, well, and 15 squares away. I hope.
That sounds like a plan. I'm gonna start by putting myself on the opposite side of what Max says.
Okay.
I have no idea why.
Okay, Alwyn's becoming unusually unpredictable as Mac enacts his cunning plan. This is the barbarian's plan in action. So you slide the funeral boat out onto the tiles.
Yeah.
And as you do, you'll hear them each click in turn, and the mouths of the sphinxes open, and the clouds of locusts descend angrily onto that area where the boat is. You'll notice that it looks like you only ever get one 15-foot cube at a time of them, and you manage to trigger all three in sequence. So the cube ends up. To show you where it ends up.
Right next to the dwarf?
I actually have to wait for pushing the last 5 foot the way I see it. Unless I want to walk right into a locust swarm. I mean.
Well, the locust swarm will move because it can only have one at a time. So as you move and it clicks the other one, you'll see the locust swarm move across with it. So you can actually push the boat sort of right across there.
That's useful to know.
And after about a minute, the locust swarm disappears. The dwarf, however, underneath the locust has been picked totally clean now. It's just a skeleton.
But they still have metal on it.
Correct.
So I'm gonna just run up there and check the loot by running on top of the boat.
Well done, Mac. I'm going to give you a thing for your cunning plan. An inspiration.
Well, just give me the loot and I'm happy.
Okay, well, I'll give you inspiration and the loot. So the treasure, there is diamonds, peridots, a shield, which is a normal shield, but there are also very unusual crystal eyeballs.
Try ripping out your eyes and replacing them with these. Oh no, wait, don't do that.
I've dropped all those items and the money you've got from the dwarf onto the party sheet. But most notably, you've got some normal looking gems, but there are these two very unusual crystal eyeballs, 1 inch diameter.
Were they in the dwarf's skull?
Yes, they were, and the dwarf was holding them. Yeah.
I'm asking, like, they were his eyes, or is just jewels he was holding?
Sorry, they were jewels that he was holding. Yes.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna try looking through them, see if reward looked any difference.
Well, everything will go purple or blue or whatever the colour of the eye is, because you'll look through it and it'll make everything look purple.
Oh
yeah.
wow, everything looked like 3D, man.
Groovy. Maybe we can use it to look through the wine room upstairs.
Maybe.
Oh well, let's get out of here.
All right, back up the rope.
All right, so you climb back up. I'm going to put you all back on the other map. And so heroically and armed with some loot, a wand of power and some crystals and things, you manage to return out of the Al Mirage's burial chamber in one piece. Well done.
Let's try and use those eyeballs.
You can say so.
Didn't the poem say something about looking through jewels?
Yeah, not the poem that is logged in the session log though, but some other poem I might remember.
I remember something about looking through jewels.
Only a jewel can tame the frog.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, the ring in the corridor. That's a path to another tomb. Amazing. Sorry, it just became clear to me now.
That's what?
Oh, the ring in the corridor. It forms a ring. Like it's not a physical ring you put around your finger. It was in the poem. It doesn't matter.
You're right though, Alwyn. I know what you mean.
Oh, I get it. So wait, maybe we need to go to the other one? No, we already got that one? I'm confused.
Me too. Might as well go downstairs. Maybe something becomes clear eventually.
Oh, it says into the darkness descend.
We've just been in the darkness ascend.
So
Yeah,
we did
but
that.
there's a staircase as well.
Oh, right.
Let's keep going down the staircase.
Okay, so the silver sashes gather together. So far, you're doing quite well, really, in the Tomb of Annihilation. The second level is complete, and you move down onto the third level.
Sander lost sound. Yeah, I can't hear you now.
Sorry, Xander, no, we don't hear you.
Did you
For
accidentally
once.
hit the mute button on your mic? And there is a small mute button at the very bottom of Discord as well. It looks like a microphone next to your avatar. Maybe you hit that accidentally.
Turn it off and on again.
Maybe you got
Can
the
you
same
hear me
Windows.
now?
Yeah, hey, you're back.
Huzzah!
Welcome back.
I wanted to ask if the demon has eye holes.
Which one? Sorry,
statue.
this.
Into the darkness and
This
the
one.
guy.
I think he means the green head.
Yes, the green head. No, he doesn't have any eye holes, or he's got eyes, but they're just solid stone.
Okie dokie.
Did you go down that stair to the west there? On the map? On level deception?
So yeah, so now I think you've gone down from the Dungeon of Deception, and you're now in the Vault of Reflection, which is level 3 here on the staircase. In front of you, there's another one of those plaques with some of Sararak's beautiful poetry.
What does it say?
It says, "Walk through water with weapon in hand, slake your shadow at the font. The vulture is the first step. Write the gods, the walls of history tell all."
Oh, the vulture is the first step. Okay.
This guy got straight F's in poetry.
He did, absolutely.
What's slake?
What's the pink stuff?
Slaking is relieving your thirst.
Ah.
Drink the pink stuff.
Mac is You do see that there is weird pink stuff, weird pink growth on this level. It looks like some sort of fungus. It's like a furry like mold, but as you get close to it, you can see it smells. It smells like death. So like like cabbage death smell. That's what it smells like.
Okay, don't touch that stuff. Where to first?
You can see off to the west there is a corridor which has got a couple of alcoves in it, and it leads off to a big double door on the west there. And you can see there's another corridor leads off to the north. And then you can see there's a couple of other corridors actually off the main stairwell as well where you are.
Alright, we can
Well-
try the north first since that connects to where we already been.
There's another four sphinxes thing.
Is
I
there
think that's just
That's like where
Oh,
we've
no.
been, no?
yeah, I
exactly.
thought that was the tomb where we were just one level below.
I'm just
Oh,
curious
yeah,
if we can
totally.
open it from this side and see what happens. Because I like having doors opened.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just a face.
Okay, so Mac, as you head up, you can see in front of you there's a huge carving of a snarling jackal's head. It protrudes from the wall at the end of the corridor. You can see there's a chamber visible through gaps in the fangs of the jackal, and this does marry up to where you were before, where to the south you could see there were sort of fangs on the wall and gaps in between them. The gaps are only about 2 inches wide, and looking through, you can see that 4 torches illuminate stone sphinxes crouched in the corners of this 15-foot high room.
So same.
The torches cast flickering light across hieroglyphs carved into the tiled floor. At the centre of the room, a gold inlaid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot tall stone dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits. A dark shaft opens in the ceiling above the barge, which is similar to what you've seen before, though maybe a perception roll.
I mean, if the boat is on the pedestal, it's not the same room. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I said if
Good
the
point.
boat is on the pedestal, it's not the same room.
Yeah, I was
It's-
thinking the same, and there was no mold in ours anyway, so
It's not a gold sarcophagus?
There is now mould in it, but the sarcophagus gold is indeed in the centre. It's not where you left it, and it looks pristine. It's not dusty like the other one.
So the black hole is a portal through time. Cool, cool.
The slab, which was blocking the east, suddenly grinds upward as you're watching, and a dwarf enters the room wearing a turban and chainmail. He creeps in there. He's brandishing a shield in front of him as he treads cautiously across the floor. This looks like the dwarf that you just looted.
Cool. So what did then happen?
There's a loud click as the dwarf steps onto one of the floor tiles. Then a deafening buzzing rises as locusts pour out of the mouths of the Sphinx statues, quickly engulfing him as he tries to fight them off, but to no avail. When the cloud of insects vanishes, nothing of the dwarf remains except his bones and gear.
No.
at this point I don't even know which dimension we are in.
We could have messed up timeline now here by warning the dwarf. Good thing we didn't.
Why would we? We have his loot.
Good point.
Is the doorway behind him still open, or is it closed?
Yeah, it stays open. Yeah.
Okay, well, the face in front of us can't. It's not like a door, right?
It's not a door, no. There's just little tiny gaps in the teeth about 2 inches wide.
Can we smash it and go in?
Trying to smash it, it's really tough. Your weapons are just bouncing off. It looks pretty impervious to damage.
Well,
Do I
let's
roll?
keep going around.
I
Do
mean,
I-
we know there's some kind of path behind him.
Yeah, it probably sneaks around from someplace else.
Okay. I think that means we're in the past now because I think that Wolf was one of the wizards' party.
Can we somehow roll something to realize what dimension or time we're in? Like Arcana for some kind of magical.
Check
time
your
warp
calendar.
I'm going to go straight intelligence checks.
I check my sundial and my sun watch, and it doesn't work.
Looking for really high with the intelligence.
We are here.
No, I think we're there.
Yeah, none of you basically. None of you've got any more. Your characters have got no more knowledge than your players have. So, yeah.
Oh well, let's keep going. I look ahead in the corridor and I look for any signs of traps.
All right. So as you start making your way down there, Xanax, you see two hulking figures standing in alcoves along this long hallway. They're both facing each other. Armour is bolted to their flesh, and they wear bucket helms and spiked gauntlets. Iron collars around their necks are connected by a spiked chain that stretches across the corridor. So there's like a chain across the corridor, and these two guys are chained together. They look like a couple of tomb guardians who you have seen before, these big golem-like creatures.
Are they alive or are they statues?
They are alive. The golems, so they move into life as you step together. If you like to roll initiative for me, everyone, please.
Those are the ones that are immune to damage, or like the leader of the undead wolves.
No, I think it's something else. Not sure what.
The last one you knew were immune to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
So everything.
Yes, pretty much, and magic
Right.
resistance as well. There's two of them this time, but I think you took the last one out. Okay, so Xander, you're first starting to react as you see them lurch to life.
He's undead, so he's a construct, so I think most of my stuff won't work on him.
Yeah, you'll know they're immune to charm, frightened, paralysis. So yeah, most of your stuff won't work on him.
Okay, so vicious mockery still works, so I will say, look at all this fungus. What kind of job do you do here, you bad janitor? Haha!
He looks really upset that you have mistaken for the janitor. He's obviously far more important than the janitor.
Max damage!
Okay,
Fear me!
he's very sad. Yeah, sad about you. Thinking he's a janitor. Mac, you're up.
Charge.
Remember, he's immune to pretty much everything.
Well, I don't care.
At least get angry first.
I am angry.
He's always angry.
That's my secret. Yes. Okay.
Remember, you have the bardic inspiration you could have used.
Oh, right. Still? Ah, cool.
It should last for like 10 minutes or something like that.
And they're holding this chain between them?
Well, they're not holding it. It's tied to them, so they're between the necks. It's like a
Oh.
chain that runs across the corridor.
Should we try and cut the chain? Or just
Why?
attack them? I don't know, it's weird.
I'll just attack them.
I'm going to attack this guy with my hitting stick. Boo.
Unlucky.
You have bardic inspiration too? Since when?
Me? I don't think I do.
It says so right here.
Oh. I'm not sure.
Perhaps it was a leftover from last session.
So you can have a 1d8 extra too next time.
Okay, I'm gonna use my tentacle rod and lightly spank one of the Tomb Guardians with it. So rubbery tentacles snake out towards the Tomb Guardian. And it does 3d6, 1d6 bludgeoning for each tentacle. Spank, spank,
Okay, those damages are going through.
spank. It's not a lot, but it's all I've got.
Good, and it is hurting him. It must be the fact that they're magical.
And of course, tentacles, who can resist them?
Oh yes, absolutely. Okay, so this Tomb Guardian steps out from his alcove and hits Xanax, or tries to, with a couple of big spiky gauntlets. The first one,
Feel ashamed.
yes, the shame puts him off the first strike. The second one is a hit though.
No. I'm going to rebuttal with my... Wait, I always forget what it's called. Wrath of the Storm. If he hits me, it takes 2d lightning damage.
2d what?
Lightning damage. 2d8, sorry.
Oh,
There are many types of dice in this game.
Oh, damn it.
oh, one thing. Okay, as the lightning hits him, it appears like, you know, where Frankenstein's monster with the lightning. The lightning seems to power him up. It seems to heal him in effect as the lightning courses through his veins. You can see he appears actually better off for it.
Great!
Not to be a dick, but does the lightning pass through the chain to the other one as well?
Don't be a dick.
It should do, but no, I'm going to be I'm going to be kind. It hasn't quite got the strength to heal both of them. Although I should do really if I'm feeling mean, but all right. But the next guardian steps out, and this one tries to hit Mark. Oh, crit, sorry.
Yeah, I can take it, I hope.
They hit quite hard, these fellows as well. Oh, I rolled fairly low though, I guess.
If the next one hits, I'm gonna use my cutting words to block him.
The next one
I'm
does
using
hit.
cutting words. I'm saying those hands were made for mopping, not for hitting. And you remove 7 from this.
From his attack roll.
Yeah.
So that puts him on a
14.
14. Does that hit Mac? What's your AC?
Nope, that misses. I had 17.
Well done, Xander. You go in with your cutting remarks, and it just puts him off, and his gauntlet strikes the wall instead of Mac.
Now that's another thing you need to clean.
Alwyn.
All right, let me look up my character sheet here and spank it again.
You should use your staff of RNG. I mean, what could go wrong?
Ooh, yeah, the Wand of Wonder. Oh boy.
We're in the line of fire.
I love this RNG stuff. It's hilarious. It's basically wild magic in a box, in a stick.
Yeah, except this one has practically unlimited charges, and it might just turn these things gargantuan.
Yeah, do that.
What could possibly go wrong?
Remember, you have bardic inspiration.
I'm going to heal me and Mac for 3d8 plus 4.
Nice roll.
And that's it.
Go, Mac.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna use an inspiration point since I have 3 of them to make sure I hit this turn. And I'm gonna light my long sword of flame and hit him. Yay!
Yay.
Oh, critical hit. Well done.
Nice.
Those are a lot of dice.
Raznissi's, yes, very good at it.
Alright, gonna hit him again.
Use
Use
your
it.
inspiration.
Yeah.
I don't think I had inspiration. I mean 9, 10, 11, 12, 15.
9 plus 1d8 is potentially 16? 17? 17.
Yes, so it's 1 in 8 chance of actually making that roll if I... Nah, not gonna take that chance. Gonna save my inspiration for next turn.
Okay, Tomb Guardian number 2 that you hit there. You'll see his eyes open wide in fear at Raznissi's sword. He appears terrified by it, and it's actually putting him off his attacks now.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, you can see it's really trying to avoid Raznissi's sword as you're wielding it, so it's not making attacks that it'd normally make, and it just doesn't land any decent blows on you.
Fear my tentacles as well. Spank, spank, spank.
Fear us.
The other one, though,
Oh no!
punches Xanax right on the nose.
My nose is tender. Oof.
And then he goes in with the old 1-2 and follows it up with a jab, which misses.
Well,
Oh,
now
sorry.
you don't need to smell anything in here anymore. That's great.
Sorry, Sandra, I skipped past your go, so we'll have your go and then go on to Mac.
I shall. I mean, I can use heat metal. What do you guys think?
I think they like it.
Fine, vicious mockery it is. I'll go after Tomb Guardian #1 again, and I'll just say, look at what you're doing, spreading dwarf blood all over the place. Clean it up. Woo! 3 points of damage. And does anyone want Bardic Inspiration?
Sure. I'll take it.
Okay, after this I have one more use. Mac.
Okay, my turn.
It should be Mac.
It is indeed, yeah, Mac.
I'm not gonna use inspiration.
Okay, well, technically, you. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Technically, what?
Sorry, I was getting confused. So that's Bardic Inspiration, isn't it, you're using?
Yeah, the bardic inspiration. So
22.
that adds. Yeah, I guess
So
that's enough.
that's plenty, yeah. 17s, you need to hit these, so roll that damage. Looking heavily damaged now as you do your work with that flaming longsword.
Finally.
I'm going to try and paralyze this guy. Cast Hold Person.
Remember to remove my bardic inspiration.
What?
Someone remove my bardic inspiration.
Damn it, he saved.
Okay, he saves, but he is actually immune to a paralysis anyway, so, and petrification.
Oh. Great.
But in either case, he saved, I guess. So. Still hits you despite the disadvantage, sadly, but it does stop you. It dropped to 20, so this isn't a crit, which is good. So the vicious mockery helped.
Yay.
And a second attack.
It just flat 20 damage.
I noticed it did that. That was weird.
Yeah, I did that previous as well. Previous hits.
Tell you what, let's take that 20 off, and I'll apply it. So put you back down to 40. Let me try and do it a different way.
Looks like it does just 10 bludgeoning and 10 piercing.
Yeah.
It should. I mean, it's taking the average. I don't know why it's doing that, because the other one is rolling it.
Well, considering Xanax's luck, average might be good.
Yeah. I don't want to get hit for 40.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that then. I think it might just be an error with the way it's set up somehow, but well, let me try roll it a different way. No, it's just done 20 again. I'll leave it as it is. Okay, so he hits you. Alwyn, you're up.
All right, spanky spanky. Actually, let me try it on number 2 since he's heavily damaged already. It's not a lot, but it's the best I can do.
In a few turns, it might go into a lot of damage, the way it goes. I will bravely go behind Elwyn, and I will use Mockery on Guardian number 2 because I think he has the potential to do more damage. Take that. Haha.
He very fails.
Take some of that too. And this.
All right.
He will soon regret the day he faced Xander.
His feelings are very hurt already.
Oh, he has advantage and disadvantage. That's cute.
Two misses, so it paid off. Okay, it starts to flail around now angrily. It looks like it's going into some sort of berserk rage through pain and anger. Speaking of berserk rage, Mac.
Guys, it's the 4th step of grieving.
Make it come to acceptance.
It staggers on its feet as Mac hits it really hard. Still up. Oh, and he misses sadly.
Already.
So close. Spank him to death.
Oh, almost.
He gets slapped a couple of times with the tentacles.
What the heck is going on with my dice?
Yay.
So death by tentacles as Alwyn's pointing his rod at him and yeah.
Don't say that.
It's just a bit much. Okay.
My rubbery rod. Oh,
No.
I should walk around this dungeon clad in latex or something.
Well, you just smacked a bunch of dolls with your tentacles.
Oh yeah, these are kind of like dolls.
Enough dilly-dallying. I hit him with my hitting.
Is that it?
Is the golem cursed now too?
Maybe. It hits back at Xanax.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Left jab misses you. Goes in for the haymaker. Ooh, which hits.
I will block it with my less cutting words. Or
Oh.
not.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, go ahead if you want to do cutting words.
Hiya!
So that'll be a miss, won't it? I think she didn't hit that well, so I'll give
Yep.
you.
He hit for a 12.
I've given you
Thank you.
your hit points back.
That was my last one.
You've been very good at those today. They've saved a few pretty hefty blows.
Look, your friend died. Now you have to clean this entire place alone.
I'm not the janitor, he says, through tears of rage.
Quit job shaming me. I'm special. Like everyone else.
Mac with the flaming sword.
Suddenly there's an Indiegogo campaign for the benefit of this poor golem.
Oh, critical hits.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
He's basically like the Trollbot from Rick and Morty that delivers butter.
Mac
That
just
is his main
slices it in
purpose.
two, and I'm standing there with my tentacles going like spank, 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 spank.
Use
At
the
least you're
Rod of
doing some
Wonders.
damage.
Use the Rod of Wonders.
I'm so glad you didn't get that rod.
I would use it every single time.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Well done. More action from the tentacles as Xanax steps up.
I hit. Oh, so close to critical.
Oh!
I helped.
Well done, Xanax. You clock it round the head and it collapses to the ground. Well done, everybody.
Yay.
Now I need to heal.
Take a short rest.
Should we?
Yeah, it could be useful.
Okay, let's take a short rest.
Okay, you sit down and get some sandwiches out and have a little picnic.
All my bardic inspirations come back to me.
I made a BLT.
Take a short rest so you can use your recovery die, I believe.
Yeah, and you have an extra 1d8 from me.
For every hit die or just in total?
Just once.
Okay, I'm good.
You both stopped at 17.
Max feeling much better, so Xanax for that matter.
And I want to check the chain to see if there's anything special about it.
No, it's just a chain which is keeping them both together for some reason.
You think if I zap them, they'll come back to life?
Probably.
Let's try. And then Elwin will use his Wand of Wonders.
I feel like I should really keep this thing close and away from you.
Hidden.
What's wrong with a little randomness in life?
Is there anything interesting on the corpses?
Sorry, no. They've basically just got mail gauntlets and they are crude golems.
Oh
I
well.
stare down the corner to try and see if I see anything.
Xander, could you make me a perception roll, please, sir?
Zero.
You're struck with sudden blindness.
All
My
right.
eyes! My eyes!
To the north, you can see that there looks like a portico. There's like some pillars. There you go. You can just kind of see in there, and there's another tomb, another sarcophagus in there.
Do we go in?
Nah, let's check for trap first.
Max Xanax, if you could do me a perception roll, please.
Slightly better.
Are you all avoiding this purple mold, or is anyone touching it? Or
I'm not touching it.
I'm going straight down the middle,
Yeah,
avoiding
very
the
much
sides.
staying away from this creepy mold.
okay.
Could be good in a salad.
I'm gonna look carefully move on the corridor, checking for traps.
Okay, you cautiously move forward, checking for traps along the way. Okay, Mac, I'll give you the full description of the room now. Inside you can see a four-columned portico juts out from the far wall, beneath which a stone sarcophagus rests in a wall recess. 4 ceramic frog masks hang in niches around the sarcophagus. Beneath the masks, humanoid bones are strewn across the floor. To the east, a large carving of a tentacled frog monster squats above a shrine. Offerings lie on a shelf before it. 4 rectangular frescoes adorn the adjacent walls.
Nope. I don't want to face another fog MS. Thank you. Goodbye. Please block this door. Thank you. Let's move on.
The last
It
one
was
was
so
nice and
fun
soft.
last time.
Yeah, let's use the wand of wonder on it.
Last time the entire party almost died.
I mean, use the jewels. Look through them.
Okay, I'm gonna use my 3D glasses and look around.
Okay, everything just looks purple and blue, depending on which one you're looking through.
Look
On the
through
walls
both of
too?
them together.
Of course, I always use both of them together. It's 3D glasses now.
It looks purpley blue.
Ah, stupid walls. There's nothing here, according to my 3D glasses. It's not even 3D.
Do the frog masks have eye holes?
They do, yeah. They look like you could wear them, and it'd be very fetching.
Okay, I'm gonna try a frog mask.
Okay.
Probably gonna wake up the dead.
Well,
Guys, you can play dress ups.
the frog masks are up there. There's 4 of them. They're up in those little alcoves. Yeah, that's it. And on the east wall, though, there are 4 frescoes which I guess before you put the masks on, I'll let you know what the frescoes are. So there's two on each side of the shrine. One is a frog-like behemoth using its tentacles to help the Omuan people knock down a mighty statue. In the foreground, an old woman wearing a frog mask tosses 5 coins from her hand as though sowing seeds. On the second fresco, a frog-like behemoth wraps its tentacles around a giant crocodile as an Omuan hunter stabs the crocodile with spears. In the foreground, an old man wearing a frog mask holds up a bug and to his open mouth. The third fresco, a third-like behemoth with 4 Omuan hunters riding on its back, finds a small boy in the jungle. The hunters seem elated. In the foreground, a young woman wearing a frog mask holds a knife in one hand and a headless chicken in the other. And finally, the last fresco, a frog-like behemoth wallows in a shallow pool as Omuans offer it urns of food and treasure as a tribute. Cracks in the fresco obscure the head of the human figure in the foreground, but you can see that it clasps a lit candle.
So I'm guessing we can summon the frog-like behemoth 4 times if we do all of those, offer each of those things. That's my guess.
We do not have good luck with this kind of creature.
Well, we almost got defeated. He's gonna be a useful ally. He seems like a good guy.
Who left?
Xanax.
Might be his power out. We are having storms here.
Oh.
Okay. We're very
Okay.
near to finishing anyway for the session. But
So I'll take one of the masks.
Don't wear it yet. Let's wait until we actually need it. If that's what's gonna happen. Do we just bring him with us and use it?
I mean, there are. What's the square on the ground?
that square, there's like a cloth roof, a little portico which hangs from 4 pillars. So it's like a little awning, little annex.
Okay, so basically we need to throw coins, and it will help us build. If we hold the bug, it will help us fight. If we hold the headless chicken, it will help us find small children. And if we hold a candle, it will sit and eat the food we give him.
Sounds reasonable.
Try throwing 5 coins in that offering bowl.
I don't want to use it up right yet if it's one use. If it isn't though, it would be useful to know.
Where will we get chicken?
Well, we can, I guess, transform somebody into chicken.
No, it doesn't work. If you kill him, when he's transformed, he goes back to what he was.
Well, that's still a sacrifice.
You know what? I put the mask on and throw 5 copper coins.
That doesn't sound safe. But sure, go ahead.
Well, I can't have the Staff of Wonders, so
No, you very much cannot have that.
So
I'm dropping 5 coins from my inventory.
Okay, so you can't cause trouble the one, so instead, okay, exactly what are you doing there? I'm sorry.
I put the frog mask on,
Okay, looks very
and
fetching.
I throw 5 copper coins as if I'm sowing seeds.
Oh, okay, yeah, very good. Well, actually, I apologise because I have actually missed something out. There is on that east wall. There's a little ledge there, a little shelf, and on it. I apologise, I missed telling you this bit. There is a 6-inch tall statue of a frog hemoth, which has got an inscription in its base, which says "Give thanks to me, as others have done since the dawn of time." There's a copper bowl containing rat bones, 4 dead cockroaches, a green wax candle, and 5 gold pieces loose. So, are you going to throw your 5 gold pieces, or are you going to throw these ones?
I mean, the fresco didn't specify it has to be gold.
Correct. Just like coins in there, yeah.
So I pocket the gold coins and put the copper ones in.
Okay, as you do this, you take the 5 gold coins, pocket them, switch them out, and put 5 copper ones in there. And as you do, there's a rustle, and the temperature drops in the tomb. You can see your breath in front of you as some shadowy figures start to rise up from the bones on the ground. Everyone roll initiative, please.
Are you pissed off some god?
Look, the fresco didn't specify.
Very true. You were framed.
Well, you're not gonna finish this fight today, it seems.
It's true. I think with our friend Xanax not being here, and he's so important to Xanax, we might as well do this fight next session. So we'll end on the cliffhanger of the wraiths appearing from the ground and looming over you menacingly.
And Xander screaming, the fresco didn't specify the type of coin.
And the screen will go dark, and to be continued comes across the screen, and we will carry on in 2 weeks' time.
All
Thank
right,
you for
see
running.
everyone then.